As far as memories that I made at the Grand Floridian Spa, I remember picking up my guests. I will never forget picking up my guests. For some reason, that was probably one of the most exciting parts. Is I remember, like, at the top of the hour, you know, it was 2 o'clock. I had my 2 o'clock facial, and we were all lined up. You know, all of the massage therapists and estheticians were all getting our guests at the same time, and it was like Christmas for the guests when they would get their name called, and they were all excited, running to you like, "Yay, I'm getting my facial!" And then, you know, introducing myself, and my name tag said Jasmine because I used to perform the Princess Jasmine at Disney, and so there was already another Jennifer who worked at the Grand Floridian Spa, so they couldn't have two Jennifers because that could get confusing with our tips. So they were like, "We'll just call you Jasmine because you used to work doing Jasmine." So my badge said Jasmine, and people would always say, "Oh, you kind of look like Princess Jasmine," and I would be like, "Hee," you know, like thinking to myself, I performed the role because I was doing the character even like on the weekends when I was still doing facials. So it's just kind of funny to me. And they were like, "Did they plan that your name is Jasmine?" Like that was just always kind of funny to me. And there was also another esthetician whose name was Aurora, and sometimes she would also do massage, and some of our guests, they would have Aurora to do the massage, and then Jasmine, me, would do the facial. They would be like, "I have Disney princess names doing my spa services. This is so surreal." You know, so that was always kind of fun when that would happen. And then I remember getting celebrity guests. We got a lot of sports athletes at Disney's Grand Floridian Spa. Tim Tebow, like basketball players, Dwight Howard, I want to say was his name. I don't know, Paula Abdul, we had random, John Stamos, all kinds of people, Kelly Ripa, you know, names are coming at me, Corbin Bleu, I don't know if you watched High School Musical, he was Zac Efron's best friend on the movie, just other random celebrities, and then a lot of the massage therapists would go do in-room massages for, you know, celebrities and things like that. I never did any in-room facials, but I don't know, I just remember that. I remember getting really ritzy guests who were not necessarily connected with reality, like mainstream middle-class America. So that was kind of interesting to hear their way of life, and they were always super nice. Everybody was always super nice. I think in all the years that I worked at the Disney Grand Floridian Spa, I can think of one guest that had a bad attitude. She actually apologized to me at the end, and she told me she was going through a really bad divorce, so I think she was just emotionally disturbed. But that was you know, everyone was super classy for the most part, like the guests. And so yeah, so those are my memories with working with them. And then I also remember like sales pressure, that in the sense that it was not bad. Whenever you work in a resort environment or a high-end spa, sales pressure, at least in my experience, is a lot smaller versus when I worked at other low-end places, because I had worked briefly at Massage Envy, which Massage Envy is very nice. If you work at Massage Envy, I'm not trying to belittle it, but it's not a Disney Grand Floridian high-end resort spa experience. Things are a lot more fast-paced at Massage Envy. They're not as the facilities are not nearly as beautiful as Disney's are, and it's a completely different. It's more working class, budget, value friendly. But I noticed that the sales pressure was super high in a place like that in comparison to Disney. And just from being in the industry and hearing what other people had to say, it seemed that whenever you work at a high-end fancy resort, the sales pressure is a lot less because you're going to have more affluent guests who are willing to drop money at a hat. You know, "Oh, this cream's going to get rid of my wrinkles. Okay, here's $300. No biggie." So I feel like management and staff, they weren't stressed out about you not selling your skincare. All you would have to do is tell them what the product did, and they bought it. Versus, you know, the working class people, you know, they don't have money to throw around on products, so you really have to sell the everyday Joe when you work someplace, you know, that's not fancy like that. I don't know. So that's just some food for thought. That was my experience. As far as my favorite part of the job, My favorite part of working at Disney's Grand Floridian was the environment. I was at the Disney's Grand Floridian Spa. I had a gorgeous view of Bay Lake. I think that's what it was called. The facilities were very beautiful in general, so I really enjoyed that part. I enjoyed where I was located. Working at Disney, you know, they have a certain standard and a level of customer service that is up here, so with that comes a lot of joy, because you're able to give so much joy to guests, trying to make everything wonderful for them, and in return they're so thankful to you, to your spa. And so I enjoyed that. I enjoyed working with skincare. I was doing beauty every day. It was so wonderful. I loved the skincare products that we sold. I was excited to make women feel beautiful. I was excited to see their excitement in receiving the treatment, and it was just so rewarding to see how relaxed they were after their facials and how thankful that they were. And they always were so generous for the most part. Occasionally you got stiffed by people, but even the people who stiffed you were just, you know, they were just happy to be there in general, and I don't know, you were still happy to serve them. That I was anyway. Not that you should ever stiff somebody. Don't just assume that everyone's going to be happy that they got stiffed. But you know, my attitude was, you know, you're going to have some bad apples and people who aren't grateful. They would tell me that it was the best facial in the world, and then they didn't leave you a tip. So it's kind of like, that was your tip, I guess, and that wasn't cool, but whatever. So anyway, this video is getting really long, so I hope that this video helps you. I hope that you like this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to hear more stuff related to skincare. I do a lot of skincare reviews on this channel. There might be a few hauls here and there and other such videos. So thank you so much. Please like this video if you liked it, share this video if you think someone can get something from it, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.